When I was a youngin', you learn all manner of signs to tell, all manner of things. One of them was to tell how you could know if you was going to have you a bad winter or not. And Daddy taught me back then there that what you'd have to do was find you a woolly worm. And that old woolly worm, you could tell if he's going to have you a bad, long, cold winter or not. Or if it's just going to be pretty mild. Now what you'd do when you found you that woolly worm was, if it was mostly black, well, that meant she's going to have you bad. It's going to be a long winter, a cold winter, and you're more than likely going to get you a bunch of snow. And that was not good news here in the mountains. Because you start getting you some snow and you ain't going nowhere. Now, if you took a look at that old woolly worm and it was mostly brown, well, now that meant you wasn't going to have a bad winter at all. It's going to be mild and wouldn't get so cold and so much snow. So that's what a brown, you look for mostly brown woolly worm. Now, if that old woolly worm was about half and half, you could expect it about an average winter. And there's a couple more things about them old woolly worms Daddy taught me. That if it's mostly black towards your head, well, that meant it would start out rough, be a rough winter. But then if it's more brown towards your back, then it'd get a little bit more mild as longer the winter went on. Of course, the opposite was true too. If it's mostly brown up at the top near the head, well, that meant that it's going to start mild. But then if it got black towards your back, that meant you'd end up a rough one. So that was the signs Daddy taught me, and I'm telling you what's the truth. They come true. You could swear by them. I know a lot of people don't believe in them signs and how to read nature, but nature knows. If you'll just study it, you'll know exactly what you're going to be in for this year. So go find you a woolly worm and you'll figure it out. What kind of winter we're going to have. Hopefully it won't be so bad this year. It's cold, long, hard winters is rough on my old bones. I don't take it as well as I did when I was a younger man, but I guess I'll just take whatever the Lord gives me. I won't complain too much. It's just what He decides to give us up here in the mountains, and we'll thank Him for whatever He thinks we need.